Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Daffy Duck and Fowl Play for the Game Boy Color. In the first video, we played our way through the first stage of the game, and now it's time to play through the second stage of the game, which takes place on these islands. So, after looking at the parallax scrolling at the top of the screen where the clouds are, let's begin. And, believe it or not, I've recently learned that, one, you can move while ducking the crawl, and two, the game has RNG. So, different hazards such as the fire that rockets upwards and the rocks that can trip you, as well as these hedgehogs, will pop up at different times, in different places in a stage, which can make them hard to deal with sometimes. And sometimes some enemies and surprises may not show up at all. There's a hole you can drop down to in the ground where if you press down in front of the hole, you can find a gold bar that's worth $10,000, and if you approach it, Daffy Duck does the I'm rich animation, which I'm ashamed I won't be able to show off. And there's a bird that will hit you with its droppings. Really easy to deal with. And a bull that can charge at you. If the bull charges at you, you can just jump over it and easily deal with it. So the game isn't always the same game twice, which is a little interesting. Anyway, when we drop down here, we're going to have to avoid cliffs. If we hit a cliff, we're going to hurt ourselves. We're going to have to get our life back. And then we're going to have to go back down again. While you're moving downwards, while you're diving down the cliff, just pressing a button on the D-pad, left or right, will make you continuously go in that direction. So you kind of have to rock the D-pad a bit just to kind of stay in place a little bit. Also, the cliffs show up faster the further you go. So, let's do this. And you have the little exclamation points to guide you. So there's that. I am amazed that I managed to get the timing on that last part down quickly, because it's so easy to mess that last part up. Thankfully, there's an end in the music if you do all that in one shot. And you'll know that you won't have to deal with any cliffs then. If you run into the side of a cliff, it actually doesn't hurt you. You actually have to land on the top of the cliff proper in order to get hurt. Had to be quiet there because the timing on that is rather strict. And you may have to blow up some fish to get around here. Especially to avoid the jellyfish. And the swordfish. I guess those are swordfish. And the urchins. Those can be a pain in the butt too. And you definitely don't want to get hit here, because if you get hit, you get stunned. And you'll constantly move in one direction while you're stunned underwater. And you do not have any invincibility frames while you're stunned. So you can lose multiple lives that way. You can lose more than one life in just a couple seconds. Also, in case you eat something underwater, you don't want to be moving when you do that either. Like, you don't want to be airborne and moving either, because you'll be careening in that direction too, whichever direction you're going, while you're eating it, and if you get hit, it's on you. So, yeah. Anyway, we need to avoid the sea urchin on Bugs Bunny's fishing pole here. And we need to avoid the fish as we jumped from one platform to the other to get to the chest. Also, the passwords are the same no matter what. Regardless of what you go through. In the game. Anyway, level 3 takes us to the Snowy Mountain. And we're going to be going through that area in the next video. So, join me next time for that. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!